Hey everyone, Dr. Carrie here. So today is story time because I am super excited to talk about my journey on getting this amazing TV credit on the new show Harlem. Now, if you haven't checked it out, you need to check it out. You need to binge it. You are already behind. If you're watching this video right now, you are behind, honey. There are 10 fabulous episodes starring my friend, my girl, the talented Meagan Good, and she is rocking none other than the Goddess Locs. Yes! And I am super excited. This is not the first time. Let me say this. This is not the first time that Meagan has worn the signature Goddess Loc style in a TV show or even in a film. She has made appearances in them, and we have seen them on the screen. But what is so unique about the experience of Meagan wearing the signature Goddess Locs in the new show Harlem is the actual TV credits. So what I need y'all to do is I need y'all to make sure at the end of the show that you watch those credits, and when we get to the credits around hair, you're going to see a unique, never before seen credit on that slide. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek. It is the Goddess Loc Consultant credit. That's right. That's right. Your girl got a TV credit as a Goddess Loc Consultant. And this is the first time you've ever seen this credit. And I'm super excited to tell you all the journey that I've gone on to actually have this experience and how this one style led me to this credit. So, for those of you who may not know, the Goddess Loc style was created in 2015 by myself and Meagan Good. 2015, we were in that wave, that resurgence of the faux loc style coming back. And so many people were exploring ways to wear their faux locks. And so Meagan Good and her stylist reached out to me, and Meagan wanted this faux loc style, but she wanted her locks to resemble the natural, beautiful locks of Lisa Bonet. And so ultimately we went on this journey to figure out how to create this style in a vision from God. I was inspired on how to create this style, and so it began, and so it is. I created the look, and it exploded. It exploded literally around the world. And fast forward to today, it has become a permanent part of our cultural styles. And it has also given so many people the opportunity to experience the beauty of locks in a different way. And I'm just so excited to be a part of just the creation of this style, and also the movement that this style has created within the hair industry now, with all the different beautiful versions of locks that we are creating, which is just smashing negative stereotypes around locks because we're seeing them more and more. Hence, bringing us back to Harlem, one of our main characters, the beautiful Meagan Good, sporting these cinnamon red Goddess Locs. Okay, they are a character all their own, honey. And so I really wanted to talk about this experience of getting this TV credit, because when I began my journey in the hair industry, my goal, my desire was to be a salon owner. I wanted to be a salon owner. I wanted to build a business where women could come in and get their hair done. And that's exactly what I did. I was able to accomplish that. And as I've been on this journey, I began to, my interest in joining the union began. And so there are so many rules in how to get into the union. Now we're at a place where they're opening up and creating more options for stylists to work in the union, and specifically stylists who have special skill sets, because Black and African American actors began to speak out about the need for stylists who were skilled in styling textured hair, curly hair, And so there are more opportunities for stylists like myself who have this special skill set to do the work. And on this journey over the past few years, what my experience has been with production is there are a number of shows, again, that Meagan Good has already worn the Goddess Locs. And there are other actors that I've had the pleasure of working with on film and television. But because of the rules of the union, my relationship with them was that of a contractor. So that means that if production wanted their characters to have a specific style, and the stylists who were hired through the union to work on the set were unable to complete that style or didn't have the skill set to complete that style, I would be hired as a contractor to do the work. But because of the rules of the union, I wouldn't get the credit. So although I may have created the look or installed the style, if you were to watch the film or watch the TV show and you look at the credits to see who contributed to the work of art that you have just experienced, my name wouldn't be listed. And so this was an experience that I was actually having for a couple of years. And I in that inspired my journey to taking the steps necessary to getting in the union. That's another day, another story day. Because also the beautiful blessing is, even in getting this credit, I'm not in the union yet. So it's also just demonstrating how God opens up doors and he does things outside. Come on, somebody, outside of the way the world says that is going to run. But I digress. So my experience has been, again, working with production companies, working with actors in the form of a contractor. And so Meagan Good, she's a friend of mine, and she has definitely brought me on projects to do her hair, but we understood the structure of the union. And so when she landed this role and we were talking about the look of the character, and she's like, girl, I'm wearing the Goddess Locs. The conversation around getting credit on the show for having created the look wasn't a new conversation for us. Again, it's something that just because of the rules we understood. So in the past, it was just that contractor arrangement. So this project being very special to her and just special for us because, again, it was an opportunity to celebrate the beauty of this look. When I was just like, man, what can we do? What can we do so that I can get some type of credit for this look? Like, you know, I'm not in the union, so I couldn't be hired officially as a part of the team. I couldn't actually work on the show, but we were like, what, you know, how can we get creative? And so I'm just thankful. Really, how this one look got me the credit is based on the relationship, one, that I have with Meagan, and then also I believe just the passion that caused me to push for making sure that the artistry and the proper credit of the work is being given, and ultimately this being a way to open up the doors for other artists like myself who contribute to projects like this, and finding ways to just recognize all of the artists that contribute to the project. And so the conversation began, you know, around understanding, how does credits work? Like, how does this work in the production side? So the one thing about being a hairstylist is relationships. Like, we get the opportunity to touch so many different people. So my career of working in the salon, and again, that first vision and goal of being a salon owner, really exposed me to so many people, which allowed me to develop so many relationships across industries. And so I have a client who works in production, and I had been having conversations with her already about another project that I was working on as a contractor, but because of my contribution to the work, trying to figure out, how do I get credit for this? Because I've been doing this for years. You know, I feel like I pay my dues. I pay my dues of contributing to, you know, TV shows and films, and not getting the credit, you know, the official credit. So all that to say, she had began to inform me that production has flexibility. She's like, Dr. Carey, production has flexibility with the credits that they give. And she began to talk to me and educate me a little bit around a consultant credit, right? So fast forward in my conversations with Meagan and like, okay, girl, how we gonna get you this credit, girl? And I'm like, I know, Meagan. And then it was like, ding, wait a minute. I had this conversation, I've been in conversation with my client. She's been educating me around credits. I know I'm not on the show, so key hairstylist, like any of those type of positions, no, I'm not going to get that credit. But what about a consultant credit? Specifically because there is a name, an identifier that identifies this specific, very specific look called the Goddess Locs. What about Goddess Loc Consultant? And boom, there we have it. So it became like the push behind, and the passion and the partnership. Come on, alliteration. Push, passion, and partnership. The push to really believe in, what it is that I've created, my skill set, and how I know I was contributing to this project. The passion behind, what it is that I create, and the combined passion even of Meagan, because we know that what we created, as we can see, almost 6 years later, just the effect, or actually has it been 6 years? It's been 6 years. How it continues to permeate through culture, and the effect and the impact that it's having on the beauty culture and locks in itself, and the perception around locks. And then the partnership. Again, Meagan partnering with me and her team, making sure that they really, on my behalf, advocated. And I'm just so grateful, because the result of that push and that passion and that partnership showed up on that screen, y'all. And I just want to say that for me, it's one of those moments where it's just an example of just the power in what it is that we create. And one of the lessons that I always like to share in my journey with the Goddess Locs is, not underestimating your creativity, not underestimating, the visions that God has given you, and just really valuing your visions, and knowing that your gift truly will make room for you. I had to let that download. Your gift will truly make room for you. So that is the story around how one hairstyle, the Goddess Locs, got me my first TV credit. And it's been a journey. And I'm still on that journey. And I just can't wait, y'all. I can't wait to share with y'all how this style is just opening up so many doors and creating so many opportunities. And I pray that it can be an example for the things that you create, that you just stick to it, that you persevere, that you believe in the things that you create, knowing that your visions and your passion truly can and will make room for you.